Hey everybody, I'm Jam Newton. Wow, that is not my name. Absolutely not my name, but fuck it. It's fun. I'm gonna stutter a lot and say fuck a lot because that's like punctuation to me. Anyway, in an attempt to make this thing seem slightly more professional and everything, even though it's not at all, I'm going to try and make an intro with this neat little video editing thing that I have on my shitty tablet. So, today on the show is going to be Rikk Boyd, and it was a good talk. I've known him for years, and he's a bit introverted, I guess, so there's a lot of dead air because he's not as into opening up. But hey, it was fun, and it was awkward, and awkward is good. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful night or day, and enjoy this interview, if you can call it that. Hello out there in YouTube land. Back for week 2, I am Stu Crook, your host of Stusic. And showcasing this evening is Rikk Boyd, and he's gonna play us a little intro. Here we go! Mr. Rikk Boyd, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody.
And thank you for tuning in for the second installment of Stusic, where we're making progress. Progress in ourselves and hopefully in you. So, yes, a couple of things. I realized that last week I had made a few mistakes by not having Corey play anything. So I figured we'd start off the show by having the quite beautiful and elegant Mr. Rikk Boyd. Mr. Rikk Boyd.
That's never a good way to start.
No, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. We're rolling with the punches here.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So, by having Mr. Rikk play a little something, and so he did a very good job of that.
Yeah, you fucked up not having Corey play something.
Yeah. It's learning from mistakes. It's life. Okay, so this is the second installment of this, and let's talk about what we're doing here and the progress that is being made. This started off with Mr. Rikk, who I've known for...
How old are you?
I'm 23, almost 24.
Like 14 or 15 when we met, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably almost 10 years, right?
Yeah. And developed a very interesting friendship, supportive friendship throughout this, and
Dude, that cat wants to die.
sorry, the cat is in heat. So the cat
Is
is
that what it
very
is? I
yes,
didn't know
yes.
this was-
That's what this is. Professionalism, ladies and gentlemen.
We prepared.
Yes, we prepared very gracefully for this. But either way, I realized the imperfection in the first installment of this, audio quality, video quality, which I'm using the same equipment for this right now, but I want consistency, just to let people know that I'm not slacking or anything, and that this will get better. It's a process.
We're easing into the badassery.
Yeah, yes, slowly, because God forbid we go straight into the depths of how badass this could be. The world could not handle it.
Send people into shock.
Yeah, exactly. So, he brought over audio equipment because I aim to turn this into a podcast, which means you don't have to look at us doing nothing for however long this goes on for. Anyway, we got on the subject of consistency and everything, especially with how supportive everybody has been. This guy and so many others have been really encouraging of this, and I'm thankful for that. And I want to keep showing progress and keep letting everybody know that there's a reason to be supportive. So, this is still kind of rocky, but it's consistent, and I'm not giving up because I find a lot of hope and positivity in this notion. So that's my long-ended, winded intro to this guest, who is totally not awkward. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Mr. It's natural. It's fine. Mr. Rikk Boyd. You and I had met in the same way that I'd met most people when I was first homeschooled.
Through the fucking grapevine.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was funny. In high school, it was. You were like a. I don't know, like the Loch Ness monster, so like an urban legend. Like there was this guy, and he does some shit, and you gotta go. It seemed to be a meeting ground for musicians.
Speak up a little bit that way.
My voice is loud. Yeah, no, it's just like you seem to be something that everybody knew about as far as like this room, and you were a drummer, and that was the reason I came over there. A couple guys wanted to play. Are we naming names? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So, Cole knew you before I did, and he was the guy that was like, "Oh, dude, we gotta go play this fucking guy. I've been playing with him for a while. You got me." And I was like, "All right." And I got here, and every fucking buddy was here already, so I was kind of late to the party, I guess. But yeah, no, I mean, you were a drummer, and rumors were true. It was equally as weird as everybody made it out to be.
Yes. And I was actually terrified of you because you had played in this local band that will go. No, they'll go unnamed.
Oh, they know already what
But
it is.
either way,
I don't want to talk about that at all.
pretty much I had this like high concept of you, and I thought you would look down on me, and I was terrified to meet you.
Have you ever heard that fucking band?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man.
Either way, I was terrified because you were like a bit of a local celebrity at this point.
No,
and
I was never happened.
well, I viewed you that way, so take the compliment. And I was terrified to be around you and meet you, but we ended up becoming really, really close best friends as a result of this, and I'm thankful for that. And cut to us here now. But yeah, I saw a lot of potential in you before I even met you, really. Um,
That was just a traumatic experience, man.
yeah.
My thing with that particular fucking band is nobody told me who they were. I was some guy that didn't talk to anybody and just played guitar in my room. And then there was this dude who was my substitute teacher at the time. And I thought that was a cool thing, but it was ridiculous. And he was like, hey man, do you want a job playing guitar? And I was like, yeah. And I was just so hungry for a band, I jumped in it. Little did I know, just all of Rikk, I thought it was fucking ridiculous. Like, I had no idea, so I stepped into that. And me being a naive guitar player at the time, I was like, well, I can turn this around. We can do this right, and I can make it good. And don't get me wrong, most of the guys in that band are fucking great, good musicians. Some people weren't, and that was the problem. So I got blackballed in Rikk mostly. Well, I mean, not that that's a big deal, but at the time in high school, that was my Rikk is my fucking life. So yeah, just no, I was like that guy in that band, and nobody wanted to have anything to do with me. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was like, it was an honest mistake, guys. I didn't know.
Well, you've come a long way.
Yeah, it was hard, man. It was an uphill battle.
Oh, well, that's life.
I had to venture out of our friend circle to find people to play with.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And cut to us here today.
Here I am.
But yeah, we've known each other for 10 years now, and he actually witnessed firsthand, because he was here all the time, me transition from a drummer to a guitarist.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to. I don't even know what to comment on that one. Just the standard guitar player story. You sucked at first, and now you're good. That's all, I don't know. That's all I got. I mean, not in a dick way. I don't mean to sound fucked up.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
no.
I was there like when you picked up the guitar, so it was daunting, I guess. But because you were such a good drummer, and I was like, well, that's fucking ridiculous. Just play drums. But I mean, I think you told that story on the last one. I mean, it's not having anybody to play with. Obviously, you're gonna switch to something more melodic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were all like, "What the hell, man? You're a real good drummer." Why? Because drummers are impossible to find. If you find a good one, usually they're a nutcase or, you know, some other form of negative, I guess. So we were like, "You're cool and you're good. Just do that." But I mean, what the hell? We're here now, so I mean, you're doing some weird shit on guitar now. I mean, it's fucking amazing and ridiculous. I don't understand how it works, but...
Well, thank you for that.
Well, sure, yeah.
But, would you like to, go further back and talk about, why you started doing music and how that came to be?
Yeah, I can. How are you guys on bathroom breaks? I just have to pee so bad.
Well, we're gonna pause this video. It's gonna resume instantly because I have a...
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
there's a pause button.
I don't have much editing equipment, but yeah, here we
go.
go.
Have a pause button. Alright, see you. Yeah.
Okay, so back from the pee break.
I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, no, I feel exhilarated from this. Not from you peeing. I also peed. We both peed. It's fine.
It's the coffee.
Alright, so explain how you got into music.
Probably same story as everybody else. Music that was coming out at the time that I started paying attention was really bad because I was born in 1990, so it was about 2000 when I started listening to what was on the radio, and it was just real bad. So I wasn't trying to make a difference or anything, but I wasn't attracted to what was happening at the time for sure. I grew up with musicians in the house. My dad is still a drummer, still playing.
Really good drummer too.
Yeah, man, solid as a rock. That dude's fucking insane. But I mean, it was just always a part of my life. In the house, I remember being a toddler just about, and them having band practice, and I just thought that was what you did. And I remember Dad getting ready for gigs and stuff, and I was a child. I didn't know that he wasn't playing stadiums. You know what I mean? Because all I've seen was like probably at that time music VHS tapes of like I don't know Sabbath concerts or Cream or you know any of those guys, and they were all playing like festivals and shit. And I'd never seen a bar because I was a kid. So when he was getting ready for a gig, I assumed there was a Black Sabbath DVD. I think it was I don't remember what it was called, like The Last Supper or something was the name of the DVD or something like that. It was some.
That was a later one.
Well, I remember seeing that one and it had an impact, or not an impact on me musically, but I associated that with gigging because it was one that kind of stuck out and there was a lot of fucking people there. So whenever he said, "Oh, I got a gig tonight," I mean, he might have been playing some club down the road, but I had no experience, and I didn't know what the hell that was. So I just assumed he was a rock star. I had no idea. So I just rolled with that, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then I started playing at a fairly young age. They bought me a guitar when I was a kid, but I think I ended up smashing it or something like that. It was irresponsible.
Good stuff.
Kid stuff, yeah. It was a red guitar. I don't know what brand it was. I don't even know what happened to it, but I feel like I probably broke it at some point. I started off playing, well, I use that loosely. Dad had an old Sonar set, and he gave that to me first. So you can't even say I technically started on drums because I didn't. I think I just beat them and left the room. I wasn't very interested in them. At some point or another, he took me to Mars Music and I got a guitar, and that was where that started. But he was in a band with a guy who's like this cool like recording dude now in like California doing like big records and stuff. But he was just in my dad's band at the time, and I was like looked up to that guy as the dude because he was the guitar player, and that's the one out in front. And I was like, oh, he's a fucking guy. So it was that. It was just me wanting to do cool stuff on stages, and then after I got into it and started actually playing stages and stuff, it was kind of like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. I thought we were going to be playing stadiums immediately, because that's what everybody does, right? That didn't happen.
Well, it's all at work and like building and.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was a kid, but it was cool growing up thinking your dad's a rock star, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're all, I give it to him, man. He's played all his life and he's played everything. I got respect out the ass for that fucking guy.
Oh no, it's definitely like very admirable. Like that's a success, like a really true success story to me.
Yeah.
Is the fact that your dad's just been playing all of his life, just to play.
I think it's coming up on probably like 40 years or so. And
Yeah.
He's been like consistently playing drums.
Right. And
I don't know.
he may not be like a household name, but it's very respectable the fact that he's built a family and a life and everything, and he keeps doing it just to do it. Like that's success, and high respect for that dude. Great dude.
The man loves the instrument. I mean, if nothing else, he's the reason mostly that I'm playing at all. So I mean, I don't know that anybody necessarily gives a shit that I play either. Outside of probably my parents, maybe. But
well, I do. And,
well, sure, yeah, no, I mean,
I'm
sure my fellow bandmates appreciate that I know how to play guitar. But.
Would you like to touch on that? Is this a place?
Yeah, I know. I mean, we can.
Yeah.
I play in a band.
Yeah.
I do that. We do songs.
Is that about as in depth as you
No.
I
I mean,
here?
I'm in a band called Floored. I've been in there for close to a decade, probably. We just recently put out our first full-length album. I'm not really sure when we did it. A couple weeks ago, a couple months ago. I'm not really sure. We just got the physical copies a couple days ago. So I got my first physical copy today, actually. And it was kind of cool to see, our name on a shrink-wrapped. There's a barcode on the CD. Like, I've never had any of that. So that was kind of cool. It was weird seeing like all the money we put into it all the time. I mean, we recorded for months, and then they were like, we got this thing in the mail. It was like, here you go. And I was like, oh fuck, well, okay. It's just this thing. But I mean, it's kick-ass, man. I'm definitely I don't know, I'll probably frame it or something. It's my first record. But we do that. We call ourselves metal. We're not really. We're metal. I like to say we're metal 30 years ago. So we do stuff. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what else. That's.
I think you guys are really great, especially because the drive that you as musicians have is really admirable. Honestly, you guys have went for it in a way that nobody else I've met personally has.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody who has ever been a part of this band. It's really great, and you guys are doing this really solid stuff that sounds amazing.
I mean, we're playing with some good guys now, man. I mean, the drummer we have, Matt Ray, he's the best drummer I've ever personally played with, and to be honest, I wouldn't know how to play on stage without him. I mean, he's solid as a rock. We're playing with a lot of good guys now. Sam Payne and Tyler Espy. He's respectively the singer and the bassist. Personally, I think we sound better now than we ever have. Of course, you're always going to hear people say their current lineup is the best thing ever. I think Dave Mustaine keeps saying that, and nobody believes him, but no, man. I mean, we're definitely trying to put the work in for sure.
And you have.
Nobody can say we're not dedicated. That's the one thing we got, if anything.
And that's the most admirable thing about it is the fact that you guys don't give up. Like, that is you at the core. That is this band at the core to to myself at least, is the fact that you're just very tenacious about it and never giving up. And that's really, honestly, a big reason why I want to start doing this and giving people this lackluster sort of exposure is the fact that I see something in these people, and the drive that I see in you and the band that you're in is something that I feel like if you guys never make it to a Metallica level, sort of household name, whatever you want to call it, like that true concept of societal fame is just your drive. And I think that's just a success, like a success story in itself, is the drive that you guys have.
Yeah, no, I mean, I always explain it like I kind of fucked up, I guess, out of high school because I was very driven and very sure of what was going to happen. Like, this is stupid, I acknowledge it's stupid, and everybody will agree. The reason I didn't go to college, I totally could have. My parents were like, you can totally go to college, that's cool. Like, dude, and they encouraged it. And I didn't go because I knew for a fact I was going to be playing with somebody that I wouldn't have time for college. Knew for a fact. And of course, like, it didn't happen. And I don't know that I regret it. I mean, I guess like it would have been cool to see how that would have panned out. I guess, but I was just that certain that music was going to be the thing. And but I mean, I don't regret it at all. It really, people go and they do their thing and they work towards, like, say you want to be like a doctor or something. You go to school for 40 years or whatever it is now, and you try to accomplish this thing. That way, someday maybe you'll finally get there or you'll accomplish the thing. But I mean, with music, it's really easy because like nobody knows really who we are for the most part, not on any sort of real level. We have our fans and they dig us, and that's who we play for. But it's not a big, huge group. But at the same, like I'm playing guitar on stage with a band in front of people. They sing our lyrics back to it. It's like we're doing all the same stuff. Like we're essentially already living the dream. The only thing that would happen if shit were to take off is we'd have more cash in our pockets and there'd be bigger audiences. But we're already getting to do the thing. So, you know, that's a plus side, that instant gratification of like it's happening right now. And I don't know. I always thought I'm probably, if nothing else, if nothing in my entire life works out, I'll still be that guy. I'll be 60 years old playing guitar in a bar.
And see, that's what I find the most uh, respectable about what you guys do is it's the fact that I mean maybe you have like regrets or thoughts about not going to college, but no, you lived what you wanted to be. You were your true self, and all the guys in this band are doing that. And that's really, if there's a moral to what I'm trying to do now, is to let people know that there is no fear, no shame, or anything. Only respect and being your true self and going for what you really want out of life in general.
Yeah.
And I think that what you guys do is a reflection of that. And it's insanely fucking inspiring, honestly. The fact that you were just you. You had a clear vision of yourself, which I haven't had for years, and you just went for it. You lived that, and you continue to live that. No matter what happens, you guys are still just that yourselves, like at the core of it. And it's good music. It's really fucking great music and great individuals doing this, just being themselves, like being natural. And that's not something that society experiences anymore at all. We're taught to live in this shell, this sort of conformity, and you guys just all conformed in a way to where you could sustain life, but you went for this goal. You were yourselves, and that's a healthy message just to send to people. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to have you on this is because um, you're just you, man. Like,
I am me.
yeah, you are in fact Rikk Boyd.
That is what it says on my driver's license.
But yeah, I find that extremely respectable, and I applaud you for that, and I want to showcase that to the world because um, I'm sure there's so many people out there who are terrified of that, or just going for it, or just trying it.
No, man, like it's really a fuck it situation with that kind of thing. It's just like if you want to do it, you just gotta go do it. People are gonna say you're shitty. I've had that said to me plenty of times, more often than not, maybe. But like fuck it, that's really as simple as it is. Um, I don't know, man. It's really easy, uh, especially like with the lineup we have now. I mean, the singer I met in fourth grade. You know what I mean? Like we essentially kind of grew up to like the, he was there and then he left and then you know we met up later. But I mean I've known him since I was 10 years old. The bass player Tyler, I mean he came to like every show before he was in the band. And I mean, he knew all the tunes, and he was familiar with every fucking show. Like to the point where I almost didn't feel comfortable playing a show unless he was in the audience. So you know, then things changed, and people left, and got you know things happened, and we got this lineup now, and it just seems really, it's easy. I don't know. Everybody's driven. Everybody's kind of you know looking the same way, and it sucks playing the band with people you don't know. Like we've had the hired gun thing, like the Craigslist, like looking for a bass player, or we're looking, you know, but it's like we know everybody, and it's great, and we're all just having a good time now, which makes it a lot easier. And it kind of takes your mind off of the, I don't know, everything else about it. I guess good times, no complaints. I don't know. Dead air.
But yeah, no. I think that's really awesome. The fact that everybody was brought together in the way that they were, and the fact that we're led to this now. Honestly, I wouldn't have had you on here had I not seen all of that go on, and I think that this is a story that should be shared and is very inspiring to everybody. A couple of things that I'm working on with this project is production value. I have this not great tablet, but yeah, this man has provided me with a lot of equipment and things that I'm gonna be utilizing in the future.
We're gonna get shit rolling.
Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna be streamlining things. I realized that because Corey and I were both very ADD about it, that it went on for way too long. So I'm gonna start drawing things to a close here now at a natural time of ending. And I just want to thank everybody, this man included, and everybody who is being really supportive of this. And things are going to keep getting better and more entertaining. And I'm working on artwork, a theme song, all these things that are going to be coming in the future. So stay tuned and, stay supportive. Not necessarily of this because of myself, but because of yourselves watching. Because this all goes back to just going for it. This is something I've wanted to do. I find everybody that I talk to entertaining, and I think that everybody has something to offer that I talk to. And just keep that in mind of yourselves, because you all have something to offer, and yeah, just keep watching and, keep being yourselves, because there's no, like, what he was going back to in terms of feeling regrets about not living that standard, like, right out of high school into college life. Just be yourself and go for it, because a lot of good things can happen just from being accepting of what you really want out of life, and keep striving for that, because I'm going to. And do you have any closing thoughts? Anything you want to promote? Anything?
Uh, you can buy a record. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Where can you do that?
iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, it's streaming. We're having problems with Spotify because there's another band named Floored, and they haven't been a band for a long time, and so we're trying to deal with that right now and get them off of there. But all the places you'd expect to buy music that were on there. It's the album's called Dying to Live, and we would just love it if you bought it. That'd be great. And you might even like it.
You will. I guarantee it.
That'd be great, yeah. But, yeah, no, thanks for the plug-in, and thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Oh, it's no problem. And everybody in YouTube land, have a great day or night, depending on when you watch this. So, yeah. Bye, everybody.
Later.
Mi llamo huevos. Why did I just say my name is eggs in Spanish? I don't know. But anyway, that was my talk with Rikk Boyd, which I said like 19 times in that. So, yay. This week went over better than the first one, just in terms of organization and trying to edit this slightly and make it better, more professional. I use the term fucking professionally very, very loosely. That's a bad term for that. But anyway, getting back to that, if anybody out there is an artist or anything and would like to do intro artwork or anything, please let me know. If anybody out there has something they want to talk about, musically or otherwise, creatively, just let me know and we'll try and set something up. And everybody out there on YouTube and Facebook and whatever the fucking fuck, fuck. I'm just gonna say fuck a lot. That's fine, fuck it. Anyway, just let me know if you guys want to just be a part of this organized chaos. It's chaotic, but it's fun. And who doesn't like fun? Asshole. If you don't like fun, you're an asshole. If you don't like this, you're not an asshole. But if you don't like fun, fuck you. So yeah, everybody, have a great week, and I will see you next time.